over the last few hours. Let's get it up and running then with this capacity crowd of the Winter Gardens. Our MC, John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome. We are live at the Winter Gardens, Blackpool! It's the StanJames.com World Matchplay, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. We are live on Sky Sports, and it's time now to meet our players. Firstly, ladies and gentlemen, from Scotland and making his debut, it's the Flying Scotsman, Gary Anderson! It's hammer time! Here comes Andy Hamilton!
Anderson, Eric, looked a bit edgy there. Does that worry you?
No, he's nervous. He's got to be nervous his first time in and his beautiful venue and that. The times I've watched him on TV, his first leg he always seems to give away. And if he can nick the first leg, then Andy Hamilton's in trouble.
You were saying he's nervous, he's edgy when he was walking down there.
Yeah, he looked very edgy. I mean, he's smiling now, but you can see that he's half-hearted. I mean, he really does look a bit edgy. Like Eric said, you know, the first couple of legs, he's going to be edgy. If he can get into his flow straight away, he's all right. But if Hamilton can hammer him in these early legs, then...
I'm sure people are sitting at home now thinking, what a fabulous night ahead. We've got 4 cracking matches. One of the best sessions I can remember here for a long, long time, Eric.
If I was going to play the first round, this is the night to come. This is the best night out of a lot of them. 8 great players. As I said before, loads of 180s, big finishes. And who's going to win?
Do you know what? 4 great players are going home tonight, and you couldn't really say that in any other match play.
Sit back, enjoy the match play. One of the highlights of the darting year for you, I'm sure you'll agree. John Gwynn and Sid Waddell.
Well set up, pat on the back to our 3 pundits. Absolutely crucial that this man's phenomenal scoring power, like Bonnie Prince Charlie with the Claymores, matched by Noble in the doubles, Johnny Gwynn.
Absolutely, Sid. We know he'll score. No doubt about it, the Scotsman, and Andy Hamilton will just hammer away at the board in his own meticulous manner. But will the Scotsman be able to finish, having hit the big scores that we know will come?
Got a massive, loud, ebullient fanmanship and lastmanship here, has the Stokey.
100.
They've been singing hammer time for the last half an hour. But the flower of Scotland, like a black dahlia, could well blossom in this rococo, rambunctious arena.
5 score.
Well, make note of it, folks. That could well be the lowest score of the night with 3 darts. And Andy won't get a prize for it either. But he can see the funny side of it. It's early doors, and you won't get another score from Hamilton like that, I'm sure, Sid.
Recent action in Las Vegas. This man in his new white shirt beat Chris White of the USA easy 6-1, then bumped into an informed James Wade. Lost the 8-4, whereas the man in black beat Martel 6-2, Wes Newton 8-3, and then bumped into Taylor, lost 10-6. Lovely find of the treble. Nice. Belter into the treble, didn't it, John?
Yeah, brilliant cover shooting. And, you know, you talk about that 10-6 against Taylor in Las Vegas, and I don't think that score did him justice. It was a much, much closer game than that score suggests. Sounds silly, I know, to say it, but Anderson really tested Taylor that night.
You require 82.
A couple of years ago, beat Taylor in the World Darts Trophy. 7-3, despite 18 180s tops.
42.
Taylor, 18 180s, and still Anderson beat him. That was just under 2 years ago. Came to the PDC in February. But Hamilton looked brilliant in the Grand Slam last October. And this is the tester then. We mean Johnny and the boys in the studio saying it's how he's doubling. There will be trouble in his opponent. 10. Barrel slider.
30.
Double trouble already.
Yeah, surprised he didn't get that, to be honest. Got down very quickly, but it's Hamilton who has the chance of a breaker throw. Remember, earlier in this leg, he hit a score of 5. But now, double 10, the one that Anderson couldn't get seconds ago, could give the hammer a first blow here in this match.
Bang, bang, Maxwell's tungsten hammer went click into the bed. Oh, that's been bringing out all the prognosticatory knowledge. He couldn't afford to get off like that. He mustn't. He's a very nervy type of man in black. Mustn't let double trouble get to the synapses betwixt the lugs.
That's right, and if he allows Hamilton to get into his groove and just keep plugging away, hitting the treble 19s, hitting the treble 20s, and finishing as he did then with the first darter to double. It doesn't matter how far behind you might be through the leg. If Anderson lets him in, he'll take it.
Best player never to get a win at the Lakeside final. In fact, flung his darts in the drink and discussed once. He is a bundle of Celtic nerve, the man in black. Whereas this is the boy who puts the D in doer. Stoke Publican, super duper lateral drift, easier to hit than miss.
Mechanical, absolutely brilliant. One to the right, one to the left, one in the middle. 180 scored and 53 wanted, Sid, for 2-0.
Well, like the charge of the Heavy Brigade. Treble to the right of them, treble to the left of them, volleyed and thundered. Now he wants tops to pile more pin on the handy jock. Red side lipstick for 2-zip.
Yeah, got it a few moments ago. You can see the point, and only just north of that little dot where he got it before. So Anderson, 1-2-1. He loves these big checkouts. He'll go for treble 17. If he gets it, it'll be the bull. Wants the bull for a spectacular finish. Oh!
74.
Lost its legs.
And you require 8.
Hammer fans there giving a bit of polite applause to the jouncing jock. Look at that eyes gimleting. Hating the bed, but at the same strange time, loving the bed. Double 4 on the wire. Feather tickled down the stream of the barrel.
No bother indeed. 2-0 to Hamilton. And, well, Eric Bristow said in the preamble there, Sid, that Anderson might well relinquish the first leg. He didn't do it deliberately. He should have won it. But the fact is he lost it. Now Hamilton has held his throw, and it's too early to say that Anderson's in trouble, of course. There's a long way to go yet, but he must win a leg soon.
Showed his form in the Grand Slam at Darts 2007, got to the final against Taylor, held Taylor to about the last 12 legs when the power went rampant with 115 average.
123.
Like he might well do here. There's the Hammer Brigade. With fans like that, I'd try to win big time.
Flag of St George, cross of St George, very much evident there. So, sorry, Mr. Anderson, you may live in England now, but Borders lad you'll always be.
Borders lad you'll always be. Well, you know, come back to me. The crowd here on the edge of their tender hooks in the Winter Gardens for the big lads in darts. As Rod and Eric and Dave Clark said, these are la creme de la darting menth.
Fabulous stuff there from Hamilton, but even so, Anderson's had a great leg here. 138 wanted. He'll look at treble 18 here. 78 scored, so that'll
98.
give him double top. Got plenty of time. This is very similar to the opening leg, Sid, and Anderson, of course, lost it.
Anderson averaging 100.4 to the Hammers 94, which is a good sign.
134.
Gotta get a bit of confidence by nailing this red bit. First pop, second pop. Middle. Settling down.
Yeah, Middle settling down all right. That was the double tap that he so much desired a couple of legs ago. And that certainly will help. By the way, Anderson's cover shooting on the 19. Absolutely brilliant. 3 times he's gone down and hit 2 treble 19s. I know the last time it was to no avail, but that augurs well for him.
Great chatter. Told me first time ever threw darts, John. He was 25 years of age.
121.
Stepped up in a pub and scored 140, 140 and 180 with his first 3 visits to the board.
And then thought, this is easy. And then found that some days it is and some days it isn't. Some days you play well and lose, some days you play not so well and win. It's a strange old game.
Is it ever? Lovely cover
78.
again. You pick that one out. Clatter that beautifully now. He's hustling as if he was on Casters, trying to give castor oil to the Stokey. He's jumping about like a ferret on a red-hot frying pan. What was the ferret doing on the frying pan? Emails to Sky Sports.
100.
Well, I don't... Yes, he's looking at the 302, and considering that, he's got 170 in mind
54.
somewhere along the line. But anyway, it's Hamilton's leg, this, if the score suggests... He's got the throw plus a lead of 44.
You'd think he had a pile of thistles doing his blouse. He's twitching like a ferret in a wind tunnel. He is. But Hamilton is stoic as they come. Look, every bit of this guy, every corpuscle is wound up. He's got to relax somehow.
That ferret's jumped from the frying pan
60.
to the wind tunnel pretty quickly, then.
109.
109 for Hamilton. 109. This was the checkout in Vegas that Taylor got that really stunned Barneveld and knocked him totally off his stride. Treble 19 he wants here. Oh, he's right next door there, Sid. That's 68 left. So he'll look at treble 20 surely.
Right. Now he must get rid. He must shake the sillies out. Plunder this down to a 2-darter. He's got to get trebling. Another one of them. Magic!
128.
Yeah, that's not the first time he's done that either with 2 treble 18s. Brilliant, brilliant cover shooting. But is it too little too late as Hamilton looks at 56?
Averages bang on 95 each. Tops for 3-1 to the Stoogie. He's got to watch the flight. The flight can take it south.
60.
Didn't get enough into the line.
That was a good marker. Should have got it, to be honest. So a chance for Anderson to level up at 2-all. He lost the throw on the first leg. He can regain it here. He does. The hand goes in the air. And 2-2. Game on.
Game on.
Yeah, magnificent player of the Lakeside with the other code. We got to this semi-final. 2003. Came to the PDC and has shone therein
100.
since February. Had an amazing game against John Part. Exhibition for the Premier League at darts. 107 average, beat Part. There they are, the Hammer Mob. Lovely cover, same shot. Unlucky.
80.
Yes, interestingly, he came across in February, as you say. That was the time of the year that Barneveld came across in 2006. And as expected, quickly made an impact. Won the world title within months. And nothing... everything about Henderson's game suggests that he can be exactly the same, Sid.
I agree. He's got a lot to live up to. 500 plus finishes against Margaret Sunderland. 3 weeks later, Bournemouth 9 darter. He hasn't had quite the impact that Barneveld have, but he is not far off Barney in the
42.
talent stakes.
That's right, he just hasn't got the titles behind him, of course, that Barney had at the time that 3 years ago he decided to come across to the PDC.
But from the great line that started years ago with Rab Smith, the woodcutter from Ayr, proceeded through John Thomas Wilson of Kirkcaldy, and recently Jamie Harvey, in a great line of tungsten descent from the Saltire lads.
98.
Well, if Andy's the hammer, then I'll tell you what, that treble 19 is his anvil tonight. He's just had it again, Sid. 2 more treble 19s to set this up nicely. 61 left. That's 41. Oh, 194.
100.
Sorry, I'm looking at Anderson's score.
Gary require
So 121 then
121.
for the Scotsman.
To take the lead. Treble 17 leaves the ball. Brilliant. Red bit. Biddle. Ah! Yes! Riddle of the diddle! He's done what Prissy, Harrington, Gwynn, what else that he had to do? Pop in the doubles like a Lindy. Confirming 3-2 to the Scot in black. Anderson got the lead, and look at that, it's like Jimmy Baxter rolling the ball past the English in the old days. England, Scotland, Johnny jockey against Prissy. Ooh, remember the hammer of the Scots in 1450 was Henry IV, who looked a bit like this lad, trying to hammer another Scot.
Dead right, Sid, and there you have it. Some support here. A lot of Scots in Blackpool at the moment on holiday. And they'll be delighted by that little triple.
Jock! There's the monster on that Ock. Oh, he said Johnny's still up there. The man in black has gone from looking paley, peely, wally in one to bouncing with joviality. Has he ever? Leading the ton pluses, averaging 100.
134.
Rasping into the trebles.
Yeah, well, we did hear from our experts quite rightly that he might be slow off the blocks. And although he scored well early doors, he couldn't finish, and 2-0 up went Hamilton, but all 3 legs since then to Anderson. And interestingly, that 1-2-1 finish, it was earlier in that session that he'd had an attempt at the 1-2-1, got the single 20, got the treble 17, and was quite
60.
a way off the ball. But
And
that second attempt at it,
161.
Sid, was absolutely perfect.
Off the blocks like a Poudahal winner. No, blocks the bed. Cover shot, treble 19. Oh, going the other way, 17s. 20. Unlucky with that cover shot there.
Gary require 127.
Just in a 1-2-1. Built statuesque like a guardsman. Just Decide. Treble 17. Ball again!
102.
Almost the same, wasn't
And you
it?
require 72.
With the treble 20. But couldn't get the bull again. Now Hamilton. That's a great dart. Double 12 to level up at 3-all. Double 6, an absolute must with Anderson sitting on 25. Pressure dart this for the hammer.
Mile away.
66.
Badly
And you
pulled
require 25.
to get a wee bit. Water a Clyde between them. 9. Oh, the way. Now, 2-4s. Half an inch. West. On the way.
70.
Yes, unlucky. There
And
are
you
players that
require
go that
6.
way. Alan Warren was the first, I think, amongst all the big players to go 17 double 4 on a 25 finish. Most go 9 double 8, but anyway, it's relevant if Hamilton takes out double 3 for 3 apiece. It's an awkward one. Doesn't want to go in the single. Doesn't
on the sixth
use the
leg.
first one
Andy Hamilton
to measure the weight
celebrates
for the
Canada's
second
first.
set.
Game on.
Started off his successful career in
140.
2003 with the Welsh Open. Did the Scot. Hamilton, a long time protege of Phil Taylor. He gets sick of being hammered in Burslem. He practices on his own now. Lovely dart. Room for more.
81.
Sloppy last dart, John.
Thank you.
Yes, it was. It was a sloppy last start, and not the greatest of starts, given that Anderson can hit this treble 20 for fun up high. The new. He's done it again. The second time, Sid.
Okay, the new, like 3 skeins in a do. Smack them in. Effortlessly. His style, so casual. Like a Scottish Claymore dancer who dares
100.
dangle his feet above the blades with bare feet. Beautiful style.
134.
Well, if you can do it, Andy Hamilton, so can I, says Gary Anderson.
Poised on 11 darter. Hamilton halfway back the Nantwich area. That's a nice dart there. Here we go then for 4-3.
140. Gonna you require 47.
Looking at 7, I think, for tops. Top of the shop. No
Game shot on the
11 dart
seventh
finish,
leg.
absolutely
Gary
fantastic.
Anderson.
And
8
Sid,
legs and in front
his scoring
first.
is there.
Game
It's
on.
always going to be. He's a very, very high scorer. Now he's got his finishing right. 4 out of 13, 31%. That's a big improvement from when he started this match. He's certainly now in the groove, is Anderson. And really,
59.
Hamilton's got to raise his game a touch. His average has gone down to 92.5. Anderson's 101 point, round about 102, similar to Painter. This is
100.
going to be hard work for the hammer.
That's right. But when you are holding the weapon of Odin, you've got to strike. Strike he doth. Yea, and verily, more cometh. Unlucky.
140.
He'll be quite happy the way those 140s are going in. That's his 4th in the match. He got one in the previous leg, but of course lost the leg anyway. But you see Anderson's getting 2 trebles out of 3 so regularly now.
Well, the best performance we've had for my money is Kevin Painter up to now. Ended average with 101.5. Anderson's almost exactly on that. So here we are. 2.3
100.
days into the tournament, action speaking. And the lad's looking good. A Painter and this man, Anderson. Oh, any way you like, pal.
140.
Well, if there were any pre-match nerves, and there certainly were, they've disappeared now, and he's really enjoying it. Andy Hamilton, a measured approach, metronomic, and look at this, magnificent with it too.
145. Gonna you require 136.
Magnificent. Metronomic. But his opponent can go astronomic.
92.
Nice cover
And you require 57.
to get us to parity. 4-4. He's gimleted. Now he's got to go to what they call in Burslem Stoke-on-Trent the top lipstick, Mayduck. Red bit.
Game shot on the A flag.
It's there.
Andy Hamilton. Ninth flag is carrying the throw first.
4-4.
Game
We
on.
expected a terrific game. We're getting one. Very high standard indeed. 100 plus this man in the mid-90s,
41.
Hamilton. Similar checkout stats, 33% Hamilton, 31% Anderson. Level pegging in almost every sense.
When he was with our rival organisation, playing at the Lakeside, the man in black was known as Dream Boy.
44.
Not the world's greatest practicer, he tells me. Like our friend Rod Harrington,
93.
hour and a half concentration. That's about the max in a day. Great natural talent. And like Andy, who has been known to do 7 hours in the old days against Taylor. Sick as a chip, but improved. Lost that one. And you can see the destitution on his chops when he makes a mistake.
100.
2 mistakes.
Yes, I think listening to Gary Anderson's interview prior to the match, I likened it very much to Wayne Mardle in his interview last night when he said that he wasn't going to spend hours and hours and hours practicing. He was just going to go up there and enjoy himself. And if you like, a rather more laid-back approach. Well, it worked for him last night. He won 10-1, admittedly against a very lacklustre Robert Thornton. But I think Mardle will get better as the week goes on, and the same will apply to whoever wins this match. Sid.
Superb grouping of the darts by the Stokey. Lovely adjustment downward.
140.
Very little adjustment of arm angle. It's the same as Taylor, you see. Taylor does not cock his arm to the right or left when he adjusts. Minimal diminution of muscle line.
60. Gotta you require 87.
Here, we jolly well go. Tight as a tick. And a Vatamamsi. Double 18.
Game shot on the ninth flag. Gary Anderson.
He fingers the
Tenth
rhythm.
flag is Andy will throw
Fabulous.
first. Game on.
And reminiscent of Mardle last night, he put 5 of those in on the trot to win a full session, a second session, and Anderson at the moment is in that sort of mood as well. Yeah, I might have said Mardle beat Thornton.
97.
I might have done. It was Tony Eccles, of course.
But I agree with you. It was the real Mardle who showed up last night.
95.
So 5-4 to the Scotsman, but we know this is a proud Englishman, and as you say, Sid, a dour character, difficult man to beat.
82.
They are absolutely entranced, like your commentary pairing. Lovely use of the
140.
adjustment is sensational, but the key is, it's like the bullfighter saying, I'm not going to try and hit this boy in the belly. He's going to get it right there between the eyes. The adjustment to the bull, sometimes another target's perfect. That's going to win it for him, I think.
And he has hit the bullseye once, of course, on a 1-2-1 finish. But this is where, once he gets the one in, he really does seem to be able to find the measurement absolutely perfectly to put the next one alongside. Well, so often he's getting 2 out of 3 in that treble.
Well, to continue the bullfighting analogy, it's no good waving the sword around or waggling it. You've got to hold it and risk the horn.
93. Gotta you require 126.
He never alters the angle of his arm when he adjusts. Brilliant. Bull or treble 10. We'll be back to
86.
hammer way right back.
Yeah, well, like all sports, Sid, it's a down-the-line theory, really. It's a down-the-line game, and wherever your target on the board is, it's a down-the-line throw.
It's like McGrath of Australia. Line perfect. To mix sporting metaphors. Topsy once. Side lipstick for the Scot. It's a lovely lie. For the first time he moves on the hockey. Brilliant! brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah, you've got to say, fantastic there from Anderson. He now leads by 6 legs to 4. Oh, back for more fun soon.
And I join Gwyn in saying, ho, 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 and endorse every Gwyn word. It will be, yet again, Bellarama. And what a bloke here. Shaking like a novice whippet before the match. But now he's ahead. Just look out for a black hole here in the Winter Gardens. Lovely adjustment yet again, Johnny.
Yeah, Sid, interestingly, Gary Anderson's average at the end of the first session was 96.6. At the end of the second session, 102.8. He won 3 of the 5 legs in that session, and I reckon his average in that session will have been around about 109, 110. That is class.
Well, he had that kind of averages when he beat Webster in a big European tournament, the big Euro World Champ, and when he lost to Taylor in a similar tournament. Taylor had 18 180s, so hitting 110 average, we know he can do it at the highest level.
So, Hamilton, sturdy individual,
99.
will stand determinedly his ground, and Anderson knows this game is far from over yet.
For once, the metronomic adjustment, but now it's back. It's effortless. It's like seeing Dennis Law leap a foot higher than giant centre-offs and flick it netward.
Yes, and all the better when it was in a sky blue shirt, Sid.
Walking not near Old Trafford, Johnny Quinn. Here we go. Ariana 1-2-1. Still gonna risk the lie to the red bit.
60.
Only 60 from Anderson, but 103 ahead. He should be first to the double. Well, certainly will be. He'll have at least one darter to double, and will extend his lead to 7-4. The thing that Anderson knows is
59.
he's got the throw in this session,
Gary requires
and if
76.
he holds his throw in this session, he'll be almost there.
16 for tops. Oh, with the way, double 4 for 3 legs advantage.
68. And you require 120.
So, a chance for Hamilton. It's got to be hammer away at the 20. Treble, single, double. There's the first bit. This is the easy bit. This is not so easy.
Bad lie. It's got to wiggle around it. A little to the right.
Magic!
121 earlier to Anderson. And Muchie, Shanghai to the Stokey.
Hey, Sid, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. That 120 checkout. It's not the hardest checkout in the world in the game, but at that moment, with Anderson having had a dart at double 4 already,
96.
expecting probably another, that was magic. That was Hamilton at his very, very best.
45.
Forget Hamilton academical. That was Hamilton chimerical. And talking numerical, look at that. Look at the riposts. 98 pal, I'll do 107, I'll do 136 pal.
77.
Look at those second 2 bottom averages by Anderson. He's been averaging what? 100 and 120 over 2 legs.
Yes, the 114
96.
average, he lost that leg. Anderson's, Hamilton's 107.4 is a 14 darter. He won that 8th leg. So sometimes the average is the player might throw only 9 darts where his opponent does a 12 darter. And sometimes it can just be a little bit awry.
That's right, used to be called the dynamic average in the old days of stats that did not involve a double. which can be massaged, of course. This can be massaged to the middle.
140.
Brilliant last dart, almost flung fast without thinking. It's the measured Friar Tuck method against the Alana Dale or Alana Magdale. The flare
122.
against the ploughed furrow of the Stokey.
Yes, with this lad, there's a lot of spontaneity, and that last dart in that last visit was exactly that. He
100.
knew exactly where it was going to go the moment it left his hand.
Scheduled to go to a winner man on 10, but you've got to be too clear. Treble 19 leaves the bull. Good half an inch south. Right then, Johnny. You're a betting man. What's the odds on getting another Shanghai?
Well, exactly. We've just seen it. Are we going to see another one? Because if it got to get to the treble, doesn't like that because he's got to find a way over the top, and that was always going to be difficult. Fancy Hamilton here, Sid, to take this out. Treble 16, double 12, 6 apiece. That's what my bet is.
How about that for a pressure dart there? He flicked in the casual double top to make the pressure tectonic. Double top. You could hear the drop of the dandruff off a flea. Tops.
52.
Well, it certainly was a different double to the one he got on the Shanghai a few moments ago. That was a genuine combination. Moving up the board, but here Anderson gets it now. 7-5. Anderson gets the break again, and now throwing first to open up real daylight.
Like Errol Flynn with his rapier that casually flicked in double top previous visit. Pressure the win. Cover. Still cover shot under the barrel. Bad shot. Hits to your mountain or whatever.
Yeah, Hamilton's got to step in here. This game is now getting too close to crunch time for him to miss out an opportunity with Anderson only getting 58. Got to get a treble.
60.
Not good enough.
Right, I'll bet there's at least one red bit. He throweth before I talketh, and better than I'm talking.
140.
Slightly rushed the last dart, John.
Yes, just tend to do that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but 140, good shot.
If he doesn't get a treble, oh, could be to the double first.
43.
Very easily. Jockeys to say, like spooning my granny's bros. Oh, his turn to blow up.
85.
That last dart has not got him into top position. Beautifully again, flicked into the bed.
Yes. 100.73 Anderson's average. Incidentally, the winner of this, by the way, plays James Wade or Jamie Caven. They'll be coming up later on. Looking forward to all our games tonight, that one as well.
Right then. Slightly slagged out that, but found that lovely Nestler. Brilliant use of the lie in the treble 18, loving it.
Yes, and again, that's the third time I recall he's done that, gone across in it, 2 treble 18s. Earlier in the game, Hamilton was doing it on the treble 19s, but he's just, in the last few legs, he's just lost that consistency,
90.
Sid.
For a 8-5. Fat 20 now.
50.
Doing it the logical way. Hammer needs 140 minimum. 180, as our spotter Kidella says, would be lovely.
180.
Keith Della knows what he's talking about, Sid.
Used to play a bit, that Della. Tops he goes, tops he gets. Only wants 2 now to deflate the plastic hammers.
Yes, I think now Gary Anderson, just quietly, not overtly, believes that he has this game within his grasp. Nothing is going to stop him now, I feel. other than somehow
58.
missing some important doubles. I know he's only kicked off with 58 there, but he has been scoring well, and his average is still 100.
Yep. The great thing about watching players like him and Jockey and Alan Evans and them over the years is they've got Hoyle, the Welsh, spirit. It sort of means their blood seems to run twice as fast as we mere mortals. Although if they put a blood speed measure on our tongues at the moment, we'd be near his. For once, it lets him down. Lets him down the
59.
cover. Hamilton's chance to get to the double first.
Yep. We do indeed, folks.
Especially the man who sells me throat pastels when I come to Blackpool. He supplied pastels for Joseph Locke.
140.
Virulin.
169 Hamilton, a bogey, but he did hit a 140 to land on it. I think
100.
Anderson has more or less resigned himself to losing this leg against the throw. He's in comfort zone in that he knows that if he holds his throw twice more, he goes through, irrespective of what Hamilton does. Get the impression that that's
59.
exactly how what he feels right now.
It's the centipede theory. You can drop the odd leg and never notice it.
95. And you require
So 110 for Hamilton to move back within 2 legs of his opponent. And, well, single 18 now. We'll leave double 16 for a tidy finish.
There you
94.
go. Right, methinks he will leave a little too daughter. Sometimes me thinketh right,
40.
and sometimes me blubbeth.
And you require
Well, this
16.
has actually been the most ordinary leg of the entire championship so far that we've seen from Gary Anderson. Foot off the pedal, I have no doubt that's what it is. Will he be able to put the foot back on the pedal? And anyway, if he'd hit 1 or 2 decent scores,
No score.
he'd have been in with a chance of this
Can you
leg.
require 149.
The Hammer fans appear to be having kittens without anaesthetic. The shot was on, but neither the trouble started. Big trouble here makes life even
96.
more pressurised.
And you
Yes,
require
no,
16.
for the Hammer. Here we go. Double 8. Same thing. Groundhog Day.
Well, Zipper's in the audience, but it looks as though it's Hamilton who's doing the bungling here. Double 8 he needs. Yes, gets it in
James on the
there.
14th
That's
flag.
what it means to Andy Hamilton. 8-6.
15th flag, it's Gary to throw
Now,
first.
is Anderson now
Come
going to
on.
find that game that I believe he just allowed to disappear in that leg? The answer's yes, Sid, I'm sure.
Brilliant
130.
start. Possibly an 11th darter coming up to go to needing only 1 leg. Has to chase. There must be no blink of self-doubt if the trebles are missed. Another one nestling into the barrel makes it interesting.
140.
Oh, on the tail of the devil, chucking salt on the tail of the Scot. Oh, chucking salt on the bed. Chucking salt on the wound!
I tell you that is the sign of a great player. It really is. Who resigned himself last leg to the fact he wasn't going to win it and then turns it on when he's got the throw. That must hurt his opponent.
137.
But only 30 odd in it. Oh, superb. Superba. I think I'm into the pluperfect, John. Oh, lucky.
137.
Yes, and you can have all the pluperfects you want, Sid, but this man is playing a man. Well, this could be plus perfect. Oh, is it just?
Mega plus perfect! Let me know if you know a better adjective. Top style, I need one!
James showing the 15th
There!
flag.
He goes!
Gary Anderson. 16th flag is Andy will throw first. Game on.
Well, 9-6 now to Anderson, and Hamilton throwing to save his place in this World Match Play. 23 from 2 darts, desperately needs a treble.
83.
Gets it, 83, but a 140 from Anderson here could really put the cat among the pigeons.
Well, he came to the PDC in February 09 with a reputation, and I'll say what I think about him. P, pretty. D, decisive. C, cracker.
25.
He is a top-order player. You have seen the unique talent that is Gary Anderson.
Yeah, we've also seen that he's human. Starts this leg with 5-1 and 19, and I don't think that was a case of taking the foot off the pedal. I genuinely think it was a misthrow. Now, still a chance for him to put in a big score and home in on victory, perhaps this leg.
Lovely adjustment again.
140.
2 belters again without adjusting the arm angle, apparently. It's all done on the tips of the fingers like a knuckleballer. The hammer's got to win this leg. Nestler to the green. Beauty!
134.
Fifth time he's done that during this match. First time for a while, but we all know that Andy Hamilton's a gritty man. He won't give up, but this fella can play darts. Can he play darts? Oh, brilliant!
That last dart, quote Sid Waddell, was perfect. It'll force an error, probably. It's forced 2 errors.
I mean,
90.
Hamilton hits 2 treble 19s, gets a decent score, and Anderson goes up and hits a 180 absolutely perfectly.
To set up the match
56.
winner,
And you require 100.
to save the match, Hamilton. He's starting at the bull.
Well, he needs 132 with that 3 at the start, and that really does give Anderson a great chance. Even if he doesn't take out 100 for the match here, he may well be back for another attempt if Hamilton doesn't take out 94. Now he wants treble 20 for double 10. Doesn't get it, no. The head shake tells us all.
And you require 94.
Here we go. As options here, we think the start shot is the bull to save the match. What a belter. Has to go, treble 19 now. Has to get the bull to save the match. Oh!
69.
Bombed the wrong side of the marker.
Very unlucky, but he didn't get enough the throw before, left on 94. He'd have been better off really looking to score somewhere in the 70s, in the 60s. It was the throw before that let him down. Anderson gets the match. Anderson by 10 legs to 6. A brilliant performance from a man who averages almost 100.
Well, the game was canny. Now's the Hootenanny confirming our winner, the man in black. 10, 2, 6. Coming next, the one and only John Part.